What if I told you that the reason your life feels like it's slipping away isn't due to a lack of talent or circumstances, nor because someone's holding you back, but because you're squandering your time? You're not out of time, you're wasting it. Antatama. You're letting minutes slip away, hours bleed, and days vanish as if there's an endless supply. But there's not, and the clock doesn't care about your excuses. Let me ask you, if your time was a bank account, and every morning you were given $86,400, but anything you didn't use was gone by midnight, how would you spend it? You'd be relentless, wouldn't you? You wouldn't waste a penny. You wouldn't waste a penny. Here's the reality. Every day you have 86,400 seconds, and most people waste it on distractions, self-doubt, or scrolling through others' highlight reels while their own life falls apart. That falls apart. It's time to wake up because the greatest tragedy isn't death. It's wasting a life full of potential, dreams, and power. There's no later. No someday, there's only now. Right now, you're either building your future or making excuses. I'm talking to that part of you that's been quiet for too long, the part that knows you're meant for more. You feel it, the pull in your chest, that fire you keep trying to ignore. That's your greatness, urging you to stop playing small. And every second you ignore it, you suffer, because deep down, you know what it's costing you. The missed opportunities, the goals that never left the page, the person you could have become if you stopped negotiating with your limitations. You keep telling yourself, I'll get serious tomorrow, but tomorrow is the most dangerous drug you'll ever take. You don't need more time. You need to take ownership of the time you already have. That means cutting out the distractions. Cut the mindless scrolling, cut the fake productivity, and cut the damn excuses. You say you don't have time to work out, build the business, or fix your relationships. But no, you've just chosen not to. You have the time. You're just wasting it on things that don't matter. It's time to take that power back. Here's how you do it. Audit the next 24 hours like your life depends on it, because it does. Track every hour. Where is your time going? Who's stealing it? What's draining you instead of building you? Then surgically remove one time waster, just one, and replace it with one power move. One habit, one commitment, one action that forces progress. Don't wait for motivation or clarity. Move. Because when you change how you manage your time, you change how you live. You take chaos and turn it into clarity, regret, and turn it into results. You take the fog of a one die and burn it with laser-focused intention. Don't leave this moment unchanged. Decide right now that your time is no longer negotiable. It's your most powerful weapon, your most limited resource, your most sacred gift, and you will no longer give it away for free. Because when you own your time, you own your life. And when you waste it, you bury your greatness. So get ruthless, get honest, and take the driver's seat of every second. The next time someone asks you why you're so focused, disciplined, and unstoppable, you look them in the eye and say, because I stopped wasting time and started building the life I refuse to die without. Do you realize you're not overwhelmed? Because you have too much to do, but because you're doing too much of the wrong things? Most people aren't running out of time. They're running in circles, reacting, not leading, surviving, not building, and they call it being busy. That's not life. That's a trap. That's the fast lane to regret. You don't need another planner, a better app, or more time. You need a moment of truth right now. Because if you don't learn to say no to what doesn't matter, you'll never say yes to what could change your life. Your focus is your power, and if you give it away to distraction, people-pleasing, or chasing everything, you lose. Real talk. How much of your life have you already sold to things that don't even move the needle? How many days have you poured into drama that doesn't pay you? Into checking your phone like it's going to deliver your destiny? Into doing what's urgent instead of what's important? And then you wonder why you feel empty, exhausted, and lie awake at night thinking, is this it? That's the cost. That's the pain of living in reaction instead of creation, of chasing 100 things and mastering none. But here's the truth. You don't need more time. You need more precision. The world doesn't reward the busiest. It rewards the most focused. It rewards the person who gets crystal clear on what matters and cuts everything else, like a surgeon with a blade. If you want power, results, and to break free from the cycle and dominate your life, you've got to do one thing first. Prioritize with ruthless intensity. Right now, get a sheet of paper. Draw a line down the center. On the left, write the top 3 things in your life that, if mastered, would completely change your future, health, income, purpose, whatever your soul is starving for. On the right, list everything you're doing that doesn't move the needle: meetings, habits, distractions, excuses. Now cross off everything on the right, mentally, emotionally, and physically. If it doesn't build your vision, it's burning your time. Kill it. This is serious. You're in a war with distraction, and the price of losing is your destiny. You say you want to win to change your life? Then start acting like your time is sacred. Block out 90 minutes a day to go deep work, deep creation, deep mastery. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. If you want to lead, stop reacting. Own your calendar. Build your day. Build your results. Don't touch your phone until you've touched your goals. Don't say yes unless it's a hell yes. If you want to be extraordinary, get off the treadmill of mediocrity. You can't manage your life if you can't manage your focus. And you can't manage your focus if you're addicted to noise. So make the decision right now, not later, not tomorrow. Now. Decide that you'll never again confuse movement with progress, that you'll no longer be a slave to other people's agendas, that your energy, your time, your life belong to you, or time, your life belong to you. Because when you get focused, truly focused, you become dangerous, you become unstoppable, you stop spinning and start sprinting, you stop reacting and start rising. And when people ask what changed, how you went from scattered to unstoppable, you tell them, I stopped managing distractions and started managing my mission. How many more years will you hide behind the same excuses? I'm not ready. It's not the right time. I'm working on it. No, you're not working on it. You're hiding, and it's costing you everything. Here's the truth. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. You think playing small protects you? It doesn't. It rots you from the inside out. That dream inside you isn't dying because it's impossible. It's dying because you won't step into the fire long enough to grow into the person who can deliver it. You want a better life? Stop waiting for confidence and start cultivating courage. Confidence is the reward. Courage is the work. It's getting up when it's uncomfortable, showing up when no one claps, and pushing forward when the voices in your head scream, are not enough. Do you understand what you're doing when you avoid the hard stuff? When you dodge discipline? You're teaching your mind to settle. You're training your body to give up. You're building a nervous system that runs from discomfort. And then you wonder why you're stuck. You don't need a new plan. You don't need a new plan. You need a new standard. The old you, the version that negotiates, procrastinates, and looks for shortcuts, has to die today. That version doesn't get the dream. It doesn't build the empire. It never walks in rooms that demand power because it never learned to demand it from itself. Feel this. Every moment you give into fear, laziness, or doubt, you're handing the keys of your future to someone else. You're watching other people live the life you could have simply because they did what you refused to. They chose discipline over distractions, and now they have what you're still dreaming about. Your life is not slipping away because of a lack of talent, not because of your circumstances, not because someone else held you back. It's slipping away because you're trading your time for nothing. Listen to me. You're not out of time. You're wasting it. You're leaking minutes, bleeding hours, throwing away days as if you have an endless supply. But you don't. And the clock, it doesn't care about your excuses. Let me ask you this. If your time was a bank account and every morning you were given $86,400, but anything you didn't use was gone by midnight, how would you spend it? You'd be relentless, right? You wouldn't waste a single cent. Well, here's the truth. Every day, you get 86,400 seconds. 400 seconds. And most people blow it. On distractions, on self-doubt, on scrolling through other people's highlight reels, while their own life falls apart. It's time to wake up. The greatest tragedy isn't death. It's living a life full of potential, dreams, and power, and wasting it. There is no later. Mood Piston, there is no later. There is no someday. There is only now. Right now, you're either building your future or you're buying your excuses. I'm talking to the part of you that's been quiet for too long. The part that knows you were made for more. You feel it. The pull in your chest, the fire you keep trying to ignore. That's your greatness begging you to stop playing small. Every second you ignore it, you suffer. You know what this is costing you. The missed opportunities, the goals that never left the page, the person you could have become if you'd stopped negotiating with your limitations. You say, I'll get serious tomorrow. But tomorrow is the most dangerous drug you'll ever take. You don't need more time. You need to take ownership of the time you've already got. And that means cutting the crap. Cut the mindless scrolling. Cut the fake productivity. Cut the damn excuses. You say you don't have time to work out, to build the business, to fix your relationship. No, you've just chosen not to because you do have time. You're just giving it away to things that don't matter. It's time to take your power back. Audit your next 24 hours like your life depends on it, because it does. Track every hour. Where is your time going? Who's stealing it? What's draining you instead of building you? Then surgically remove one time waster. Just one, and replace it with one power move, one habit, one commitment. One action that forces progress. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for clarity. Move. Because when you change how you manage your time, you change how you live. You turn chaos into clarity. You turn regret into results. You burn down the fog of one day with laser-focused intention. Decide right now that your time is no longer negotiable. It is your most powerful weapon, your most limited resource, your most sacred gift, and you will no longer give it away for free. Because when you own your time, you own your life. When you waste it, you bury your greatness alive. Get ruthless, uttering, and dare. Get honest. Get in the driver's seat of every second. And the next time someone asks why you're so focused, why you're so disciplined, why you're so unstoppable, you look them in the eye and say, because I stopped wasting time and I started building the life I refuse to die without.